Can you just speak a little bit to the person who may be listening and watching, who may be still living in some of those lifestyle things that you mentioned, whether it be drinking, whether it be smoking, whether it be sexual immorality and fornication and those sorts of things? Can you speak a little bit to somebody who may be living those things today? What is something you would say to them just to encourage them or just to speak some truth to them?
Yeah, so if they are like struggling with that, like they honestly want to stop, I would say it's all about accountability. So those people
Wow,
who
that's
are
good.
going
Yeah.
to, yeah, let you know, like, are gonna check in on you, like, hey, what you doing? You've been over your boyfriend's house for too long, or what are you doing this weekend? Like, you want to hang out with me? Something along those lines. And then, um, I guess for if you're not really struggling with it or you kind of think it's okay, I would say, obviously with the alcohol, if you're over the age of 21 in moderation, as long as you're not getting drunk, I would say that's fine. Smoking, there's so many things like with that, but at the end of the day, I just don't think that smoking is good for our bodies.
Right.
And our bodies are a temple, we're supposed to be keeping up with it. And then with the sexual immorality, just kind of thinking about, and this is what I didn't know back then, like what I know now, the science behind it and understanding why God
Oh,
doesn't want us to
yeah,
do it until
that's
marriage,
true.
and just the way that you're like giving a piece of yourself to that person, and also you're releasing these hormones like oxytocin that's causing you to bond with that person, and those
Mm-hmm.
bonds don't break easily. And so thinking about how those type of relationships can be brought into your marriage if you want to get married someday. You could be having memories or thinking about the other person or comparing your spouse to people that you've been with in the past. And so just kind of thinking about like, is that worth it?
Yeah, that's very true. And yeah, I think it's important,
Mm-hmm.
just piggybacking on what you said, it's sex is not just a physical act. It's also
Mm-hmm.
spiritual and it's also
Yeah.
emotional. And many times we think, oh, it's just physical, it's not going to really affect me emotionally or spiritually. But as you mentioned, there's a lot more to sex than just the physical aspect of it. So
Father told me to repent, I had to trash my sins. I done did some things before I never do again.